by. If you look at your watch right now, or even just feel your own pulse, you are hyper aware of time. It's the ultimate constant. We track the seconds, the minutes, the hours, and they bleed into days and nights.
Yeah.
And inevitably, you hit that moment of sudden reflection. The source material we're diving into today, it puts that question right in front of us. It demands an answer. What will you do with the rest of the time you have?
That Reverend points.
Time. What are you going to do with your time? I have purpose and direction. I know what I'm doing with mine. People need a reason for living. Why do you think this time has been given? You see, the clock is ticking, passing each and every day. Whatever you do and say, that will be the price you will pay. Every second you're blessed to take a breath. The question is, what will you do with the rest? Seconds, minutes, hours, and days become nights. Thoughts passing through the mind. We all need to understand what's right. In the heart of the flesh, there is a beam of light, not mere matter, but the powerful energy that's truthfully bright. Vibrations hum to a cosmic dance, a symphony of chance and circumstance. Your spirit is a field with a radiant flare, a frequency that flows throughout the air. Ancient wisdom that's been hidden of old unlocks the very secret that life has told. Every emotion, every move, and every heartbeat generates a wave and a powerful rhythmic heat. The heart, the mind, and the chakras align in this electromagnetic design of 9. Walk barefoot on the earth's embrace. Feel the grounding and find your own place. Bathe in the sunlight so you can hit hard. Bathe in the sunlight so you can hit hard. A cosmic gift, a luminous and a powerful charge. Drink plenty of water that's good and crystal clear. Allow the intention in the water to appear. Detox the body and cleanse your soul and let your spirit once again be whole. Eat and observe the sunlight. Eat the food that's pure. With every bite you take, let the energy cure. Fasting and meditation allows your frequency to rise. Become the being you are of the cosmic skies. Wake up the cold, that divine inner spark. You're a living stargate, lighting up the dark in every cell of your body, in every being. You hold the power, you are the dream. But remember, moving in this grand design, you must understand and operate in the power of 9. Enjoy your time. Peace and love.
So everything we experience, our reality, it's all rooted in frequency.
So if the universe is this massive cosmic symphony, where do we fit in? Our personal frequency. The source gives us a very specific identity.
It does.
It says your spirit is a field with a radiant flare, and crucially, its frequency flows throughout the air.
So we aren't just passively observing this energetic soup.
No, we're active broadcasters.
Yeah.
And receivers.
We're constantly engaged in that exchange. Which is why the source emphasizes that this is not new information. It's not some new age concept.
It references ancient wisdom that's been hidden of old.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Asserting that this knowledge about vibrational reality and energy fields, it's just been obscured or forgotten. The text suggests that tapping into this ancient knowledge is what unlocks the very secrets that life has told.
I think the biggest question that raises for me is, why was it hidden? Does the source imply it was deliberately concealed or just sort of lost because people got too distracted?
By the fleeting thoughts.
Yeah, by the noise it warned us about in the beginning.
The emphasis is less on who hid it and more on the responsibility of finding it. The text makes it clear that the energetic mechanism of reality is available, but you have to do the work to access those older concealed truths.
Through alignment.
Through specific alignment. And this is where that whole vibrational reality becomes intensely personal.
This is where the rubber meets the road. The direct link between our internal state and that universal frequency. The text is unambiguous. It says, every emotion, every move and heartbeat generates a wave and a powerful rhythmic heat.
That concept of rhythmic heat is so vital. It's the measurable output of your personal energetic broadcast.
So if your spirit is a radiant flare,
then every emotional state stress, joy, fear, and even the literal rhythm of your heart is dictating the quality of that flare. We're talking about the energetic consequences of being upset versus being at peace.
Wow.
That rhythmic heat is the fuel or the static that we have to learn to manage. That's how we prepare for the great alignment.
So we're not just feeling our emotions are physically creating waves that transmit our frequency out into the environment. It sets up the stakes perfectly. You are constantly generating energy, so you better make sure that energy is clean and a high frequency.
Got it.
Okay, let's unpack this. We have this vibrational self, it's generating rhythmic heat, and we know we need to access ancient wisdom. Now we hit the central mechanical system that ties it all together.
The big one.
The source calls it the electromagnetic design of the nine.
This is the core operating system. The power of the nine is presented as the foundational prerequisite for moving in what the source calls this grand design. It's an energetic configuration, an active dynamic alignment.
And for anyone listening who might be new to this kind of material, we should probably clarify what the source even means by the nine. It mentions 3 key components that have to align.
Absolutely. The instruction is explicit. The heart, the mind, and the chakras align in this electromagnetic design of the nine.
So the chakras.
To make that accessible, just think of the chakras as the body's 7 primary energy centers. They run from the root of your spine right up to the crown of your head.
So the 9 components are the heart, the mind, plus those 7 energy centers.
That's it. And when they achieve this harmonic synchronicity, that's the design of the nine.
That makes perfect sense. I mean, the mind is the source of the fleeting thoughts.
Right.
The heart is generating the rhythmic heat of emotion, and the chakras are like the infrastructure, transmitting the frequency through the body. The goal is to get all 9 nodes operating without friction.
Exactly. Misalignment would be when the mind is racing with anxiety, the heart is pounding with fear, and the chakras are, blocked or irregular. The source argues that this dissonance creates a low-frequency broadcast.
But when they align...
When the nine align, you create a powerful, clear electromagnetic field, a high-frequency environment within yourself.
This is the so what factor for the listener. Why should you care about getting your 7 chakras, heart, and mind to line up?
Because the text suggests that mastering this specific alignment, getting that rhythmic heat flowing cleanly through the synchronized system of the nine, is the only way to achieve the ultimate objective.
Which is?
Waking the divine inner spark. Without the nine aligned, the spark just remains dormant. This alignment is the ignition key.
It really transitions seamlessly from this theoretical framework right into the action plan, doesn't it?
It does.
We know what we are, a vibrational being, and how we align through the design of the nine. Now we need the manual, the day-to-day operation guide.
Yes, the protocols.
Which brings us to the activation protocols, the 6 specific practical steps presented in the poem for cleansing, recharging, and, intentionally raising those frequencies.
These aren't suggestions. The text frames them as the mandatory actions one must take to move in this grand design.
Okay, so what's first?
The first 2 protocols deal with direct energetic exchange. Think of it as connecting to the earth and the sun, like plugging into universal power sockets.
Okay.
Number 1 is simple. It's a physical connection. Walk barefoot on the earth's embrace. Feel the grounding to find your place.
So the text treats the earth not as just dirt, but as a vast energetic regulator.
Precisely. By walking barefoot, you are literally connecting your personal energy field to the earth's field. It allows the earth to regulate and neutralize any excess static or low-frequency energy. It's all about balance.
And the second one?
The sun. Right. If the earth provides the grounding, the sun provides the charge. The second practice is about leveraging solar energy. The instruction is to bathe in the sunlight so you can recharge a cosmic gift, a luminous and powerful charge.
So it's not just about vitamin D.
No, it's viewing sunlight as a deliberate way to fill up your energetic battery with high-frequency light.
After those external charging methods, the practices seem to shift inward, focusing on internal purification and intentionality.
Exactly right. We shift to water. The third practice is surprisingly specific. Drink plenty of water that's crystal clear. But then there's this intriguing addition. You must allow the intentions in the water to appear.
That turns a basic biological need into an act of energetic programming.
Yeah.
So the source is suggesting that water is a medium that holds and transmits conscious intent. You're not just hydrating your body, you're intentionally programming your internal medium with the frequency you want to achieve.
And that internal cleansing through conscious intent leads immediately to the fourth protocol, which is a broader mandate for physical and energetic cleanup.
This is detox.
Yeah, the text demands we detox the body and cleanse the soul, emphasizing that both the physical vehicle and the energetic self need purification to let the spirit once again be whole.
So you can't do one without the other.
You can't. They are intrinsically linked in this design.
And then the fifth practice, this one deals with the most fundamental input. Food. It's a dual instruction. Eat and absorb the sunlight, eat the food that's pure.
This elevates consumption to a healing practice. The promise is that with every bite you take, let the energy cure. Food, therefore, is viewed as frequency maintenance.
If you are what you eat,
the source demands you eat what is pure and closely linked to the sun's energy to keep your frequency high.
Finally, the sixth practice. This one seems to wrap it all up by addressing that mind on mute, spirit on speak dynamic from the title. We're told that fasting and meditate is the key mechanism that allows your frequencies to rise.
This is the pinnacle of the 6 protocols. By intentionally silencing the input, both physical input through fasting and mental input through meditation, you effectively mute the lower distracting frequencies.
The noise.
And this transcendence is what enables you to become the being you are of cosmic skies. It's the mechanism for going beyond the material world you're trying to align.
So what does this all mean? We have the foundational energy, the alignment mechanism of the 9, and the 6 specific protocols for maintenance.
All I do with my friends.
Where does all of this lead you once these practices are integrated?
The destination is self-realization, as described in the source. The text culminates by describing your potential identity when these practices are adopted and alignment is achieved.
And the whole point is?
The entire purpose is to wake up the code, that divine inner spark.
This one seems to wrap it all up by addressing that mind on mute, spirit on speak dynamic from the title. We're told that fasting and meditate is the key mechanism that allows your frequencies to rise.
This is the pinnacle of the 6 protocols. By intentionally silencing the input, both physical input through fasting and mental input through meditation, you effectively mute the lower distracting frequencies.
The noise.
And this transcendence is what enables you to become the being you are of cosmic skies. It's the mechanism for going beyond the material world you're trying to align.
So what does this all mean? We have the foundational energy, the alignment mechanism of the 9, and the 6 specific protocols for maintenance. Where does all of this lead you once these practices are integrated?
The destination is self-realization, as described in the source. The text culminates by describing your potential identity when these practices are adopted and alignment is achieved.
And the whole point is?
The entire purpose is to wake up the code, that divine inner spark. This isn't a power you acquire from somewhere else. It's a potential you unlock from within.
And the final metaphor for this awakened state is one of the most powerful claims in the entire text.
It is.
The source declares, "You're a living stargate, lighting up the dark."
Think about that.
That's not just self-improvement. That's claiming a role as a universal connection point, the transmitter of illumination.
It suggests you, the listener, are not just a passive receiver of cosmic energy, but an active portal. A mechanism that allows the higher frequencies to flow through you and influence the world around you.
Wow.
I mean, if you pause for a moment on the sheer scale of that idea, it requires us to take the preceding steps very, very seriously.
The source then brings it back home, doesn't it? It reiterates that this power isn't granted externally.
No, it's innate.
In every cell of your body, in every beam, you hold the power, you are the dream. It emphasizes that the entire solution set is already hardwired into your being.
It's a message of extreme self-empowerment, provided you use the manual. But the text provides one final, non-negotiable prerequisite before closing. It warns that all this potential, all this power, and the status of living Stargate comes with a final requirement.
What's that?
But remember, moving in this grand design, you must understand the power of the 9.
So it loops right back to the beginning. The 6 protocols charge and cleanse the system, but the actual engine is the consistent synchronization of the heart, mind, and the 7 chakras.
Without understanding and actively utilizing the 9, the Stargate activation remains incomplete. It is the fundamental law of the design.
It's a whole thing.
We've established that ancient wisdom is the key to unlocking the secrets life is told, and your spirit is a radiant field that generates this measurable rhythmic heat. So if the rest of the time you have is an invitation to explore this great design, consider this. Given the clarity of the protocols, be it grounding, sunlight, water intention, or fasting, What single simple daily practice are you willing to commit to, starting today, to begin elevating your frequency and realizing that immense power the Source says you already possess?
The clock is ticking,
Oh.
and we know exactly what we're made of now. Powerful, truthful energy just waiting for alignment. This deep dive into the energetic principles of the Nine is an invitation to make the remainder of your time count, starting with that very next heartbeat. Keep diving deep into the knowledge.
I keep getting older, time don't stop. That's why I live my life to the fullest, no matter what I got.